What's up, tricksters and tricksetters, and welcome to another free VOD review presented by favorite coach CHARLATAN Papito. Today at our coaching table we have our friend Demon Fady, call him however you want, and he is a chamber player playing on Pearl in a Platinum Diamond Elo. He is like a peak. He is a peak Diamond 3 player. Today we're gonna see what our friend Fady can do better on Chamber, what he can do better on Pearl, and also like, to figure out what he should be doing in the future to get better. Now, Fady, my friend, like, I'm not gonna dive too deep into it. Like, I'm right now I'm just speaking with him. Fady, brother, like, once you watch this VOD review, I'm gonna share with you the whole improvement plan and program and training through private messages. Like, I'm gonna review your handcam as well. Like, just please first watch the VOD review and then read everything else that I'm gonna share with you. I'm doing something else with the Fady here, but for you guys, it really doesn't matter. Like, on stream, we're just gonna focus, actually in this video, we're just gonna focus on Chamber gameplay on Pearl. Now, when it comes to this Chamber pick, like, I already reviewed one VOD for Fady, and it was his Cypher. He was playing Cypher on Haven, and I was like, I really didn't like his gameplay whatsoever. Like, I really thought that Cypher made him play way too passive, that Cypher is limiting him a lot, and that he will find much more success on some other agents. So today we're going to see what those other agents are, because with Chamber, for an example, you have a really great performance, I'm not gonna lie. Like 1.70 KD, 150 ADR, 225 ACS. That's amazing. But win rate is horrible. So we need to see what you can do better to control the outcome of your rounds, and why, why is our win rate not reflecting our performance. So we'll see. Let's first watch the VOD, and then we're gonna talk about some possible solutions. I'm sorry, chat, the VOD is like 4:3 resolution, so yeah, like you'll have to deal with this today. Like, it's okay, like, we are not racist. We don't judge people for having bad bad VODs. Okay, let's dive into the Pearl. We're starting on the defender side, and let's see what Fady presented. Televisa presenta. The story goes like this. So, you enter a game of Valorant. You enter the Pearl with a Chamber. The first question you're asking yourself is the following. Which map am I playing? What should I do on this map? Like, basically, what are the main rules that I should follow? How should I play this map on a macro and micro level? What should I expect from the enemy team composition? What should I expect from my team composition? And also, like, how should we adapt and how should we play this game? So those are all the solutions that you should already think about as you're loading into the match. So first of all, Pearl on a defender side is a fast rotation map. Basically, on the first contact between your team and enemy team, you can make some kind of a move, basically. Like either playing with your teammates, rotating, maybe taking more space behind the enemies as well. But playing, anchoring the positions on this map is just absolutely stupid. Also, on Pearl, just a second, I need to lower down this volume a bit. Also on Pearl, you don't really give a shit about B site and A site control. So what does that mean? That simply means that in the first round and in every full buy round, you're not willing to die alone trying to defend the bomb site against 5 enemies. Your job is to deal damage onto the enemies, to slow down their execute, potentially get a kill, and live a happy life until your teammates come and we can play retake together. Ha 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 ha. Come. Okay. now that we're done with that stupid joke, what's also important on this map is the mid control. You know, like, you always value the control of art, connector, and B-link over the A site and B site control. So whenever your teammates are playing more aggressively in mid, or basically like they're fighting the enemies there, help them out. Play with them. Also, in every single round where you have no idea what the enemies are gonna do next, and also in every single round like where enemies are eco, halberd, or bonus on the attacker side, you should start somewhere on mid. Especially if you notice at the start of the round that your teammates are gonna play a bit more aggressively. Like, you notice that your Reyna is holding the Leer in her hands and she is ready to run it down. Support that teammate. The first 4 rounds, you can play a bit more passively. You know, like, you don't have to do an enormous amount of aggression and take space left and right, but depending, you know, how good are the enemies' executes, depends how much space you should be taking from the enemies and how you should adapt. When it comes to the team compositions, like, your team comp, standard ranked team composition, you know, you're not really lacking anything, but in the same time, like, we don't really have any agent that is amazing on this map. So basically, like, with a trademark, we can just cover 1 choke point, which we should be doing every single round, and we should definitely play more of a team play game rather than anchoring the positions. When it comes to the enemy team comp, they're also pretty weak. I mean, their only recon agent is Teho, which is not that big of an issue. And also, the only flash they have in the team is Reyna, same as, like, literally the same team compositions. What the fuck is going on? Like, literally, you have Neon. You have Neon instead of Jet, though. I see. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub, and thank you for scamming Jeff Bezos. By the way, chat, there is a giveaway for free coaching and Valorant points on my Discord server right now. Is gonna be active all the way until Wednesday. So join Discord, click the Partecipazione button. Now, we should just play Pearl in a default way. Like, against this team comp. Like, we should be ready for aggression from the Jet and Chamber. We need to note it down mentally and physically. Like, where the Teho is using the drone and his rockets. And everything else is, like, pretty standard Scheiße. Now, in the first round of Pearl, you should always start somewhere around mid. And when I say somewhere around mid, this is the setup that you should do with Chamber. So B set is like kind of like your default site. Like, it's a bit harder to retake B rather than A. So in the first round, you should simply go with this type of a setup. You put a teleport here for the fast rotation to B site and to be able to fight the enemies that are pushing through the doors or mid. In the first round, you can buy a lot of different stuff. And what you buy completely depends on your playstyle and what you feel comfortable with. You can go with a bandit and 2 headhunters, for an example. Or bandit and trademark, and put a trademark here, you know, like if you need to rotate B or A. You can go with a 4 headhunters, light shield. You can go with a light shield, 2 headhunters, and a trademark. You can go with a ghost, trademark, and a headhunter. You can literally buy a sheriff as well. The choice is yours. The choice is truly yours. Like whatever you feel the most comfortable with to fight the enemies is what you should get. Personally, I would always get like a light shield and 4 headhunters in the first round. Yes, without the trademark, because most teams in between Gold 1 and Immortal 2 are just gonna do a 5-man push somewhere. Like, very, very rarely you're gonna have somebody lurking through mid or doors. Or it's either gonna be a fast A split, fast A push, or a fast B push. But once again, the choice is really yours. Also, when you're playing Chamber as a solo sentinel, your trademark 99% of times should be placed right here like this. 99.9% of times. The other 0.1% of times, you should just be covering the bomb sites when no one is defending them. You know, like, let's say your whole team want to fight mid, and you want to fight with them. Okay, put a trademark for the B site right here, and that's it, cover the B site. Or put a trademark in the A main choke point right here. In other 99.9% of times, just put a trademark for the doors, and that's it. Now, let's see what you're gonna do in this first round, and let's see, you know, what's gonna happen in this game at Oni.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
My guy is already done. Already showing bad signs in ranked solo queue. Now listen, fighting mid in the first round, okay, you can do it as long as we get the smoke for the top mid right here. And right now, I don't really understand why are you fighting through the B doors, through the B link. I mean, if you already want to fight for mid with 3 teammates, fight with a teammate that is alone. So basically, right now, you should be fighting from the art together with a clove, putting this type of a teleport right here, and just, you know, we go out and we take the fights together with our teammates. We already have a question in the chat. Isn't it better to put a trademark near to the wall with a door? You mean this one? No. No. The reason is very simple. Like, you want this trademark to have a bit more of an angled vision onto the doors, like this. Because a lot of the times, in ranked solo queue, what's gonna happen is the following. You're gonna put your trademark here, for an example. Your teammates are gonna rotate through the B link towards the B site. And they're never gonna expect one enemy doing this, for an example. So basically, with a curved trademark, what we are isolating is this type of a possibility. Like, 99% of times, especially in Diamond, Ascendant, Gold, Platinum, your teammates are gonna just autopilot. They're gonna do, even in Radiant, people autopilot. People don't give a fuck in Valorant anymore about ranking up, like, and playing ranked. Like, you cannot have this type of a possibility available for the enemy team. Like, the whole point of the trademark is not to tag the enemies. The whole point of the trademark is just to reveal them. You should live with a peace in your mind. Peace in your mind that enemies cannot go through that area of the map, and that your teammates don't die from these type of plays. Why not put the trip in the right corner where the guy peeks? Which right corner? I mean, the barrier is here, man. If you're not starting B-Link, you know, I mean, like, the barrier is here. If you want to start B or A or Art, you won't be able, like, to put it, I don't know, here or whatever you want to do, like. And also, this is kind of bad because enemies can actually see through the doors and just destroy it, you know. Even if the enemies are mid, like, they can just shoot it. You don't want to do that. Like, usually, the best idea is to put it somewhere here, like this. But, you know, since there is a barrier here, just put it like this. This is fine. This is gonna do the job. Do the job. Okay, let's see how this fight is gonna go. Shorty in the first round. So you're playing a classic Shorty strategy. Respectable. Respectable. You know, it's okay, but it really seems that your teammates are hyper aggressive. Like, basically, I always talk about this, you know, in my coaching and VOD reviews and clips as well. But how you start the rounds completely depends what your teammates want to do as well. Like, yes, you're always trying to counter the enemies. You're always trying to position yourself in the best way possible to get some free kills and make a numbers advantage. But if your Clove looks this aggressive, you know, and two of your teammates are ready to swing out, I will not get a shorty here. I mean, maybe we can get a kill with a shorty if, you know, like, we trade a few numbers, enemies still push you forward and stuff like that, but, I mean, like, I have no idea what's gonna happen in mid right now. The best idea here was just to get a light shield, 4 headhunters, and let's fight. You know, done.
Ga je met de short campen? Hoe hoog is het IQ? Ja, volledig A.
Okay. Okay, now we have a shorty as well. Okay, listen here. This is a very common mistake. You know, I literally passed a pause at the right moment of time. Well, what I wanted to say here is... so, enemies are pushing A site. You should always, but always expect at least one enemy or multiple enemies going through the art. But literally always. If you're going for the retake of A, or you're trying to stop the enemy's push onto A site through the art, like, you cannot turn your back like this, and you cannot spend in this area of the map like more than 2 or 3 seconds, essentially. Like, if the enemy's just initiated, let's say, the push onto the A site, they still didn't do the execute. Your teammates are still alive. It's totally fine if you just come art to clear these angles a bit, and then focus on the A site. But when you're fighting enemies from art onto the A site, and you still have no idea if an enemy can backstab you from that position, you need to commit. You need to commit to one of these fights. Either site or art. And that's it. You cannot be in this type of a crossfire ever. So here, you know, very good that you observed that there is a possibility, you know, that one enemy can be through in art right now. But as soon as you decided you're gonna fight enemies on A, we do this, and then, you know, pull out a shorty, get in the smoke, and let's search for some kills. Generally speaking, in Valorant, like, you know, the main rule that you follow with your crosshair placement is the following. Your crosshair should always be placed on the most probable angle from which enemies can kill you at that specific moment of time. So right now, if I have no idea if enemies can push me through this smoke, much better idea is to cover my ass in the art, and then when we get around this cover, we just focus onto the A site, onto the smoke, pulling out the shorty, and getting the free kills for our team. Also, your Teho kinda sold you a bit. I don't know really what Teho was doing. Like, the guy was, you know, on a wrong platform. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah.
Nee, die man heeft gekke. Die man, nee. Aimlock, gewoon aimbot, aimlock, alles, bro.
How do people know that other people are cheating? Like, am I missing something? Wait, you play one round against someone, and he is instantly cheating. What the fuck, bro? Like, I swear to God, like, in all of the games that we played in the A to Z challenge, at least 10 times my team has thought that enemies are cheating, bro. How do you know that someone is cheating, bro? Like, I literally have no fucking idea. Even when I watch the replay, you know, these trigger bots and these DMA cheats, I don't know if it is a good player or you know, like, or a cheater. How do you know based on one round that the guy is just a cheater? Listen. when you get in a game of Valorant, you should give a zero fucks who you're playing against. Literally zero fucks. Like, don't look at a tracker, don't look at a scoreboard, disable all of the names, everything. You don't care if the enemy is a smurf, cheater, like elo booster, god, aspas. Just play the game. You know, like in every match, get with a mentality where basically like you just queue a match against 5 bots with 4 bots. And I'm not you know, we're not talking about the ill intents here. Like basically just artificial intelligence. That's what you're playing with and against. So basically like you really don't care who's in the opposite team, who is in your team. You just need to figure out a way how to win that match, how to play against these 5 AIs with the 4, you know, Grok AIs. And that's it, bro. Literally simple as that. Like, you should fully disconnect yourself from any human connections in this video game, because these people are not humans. Like, most Valorant players are just subhumans, literally. Like, they don't. They're just addicted. They don't give a fuck. They just, you know, are mentally dented. You're not gonna have fun in ranked solo queue. I mean, it's very hard to have fun in ranked solo queue anyways, but you're gonna have fun ranking up if you have this type of a mentality where, you know, this guy is a cheater, smurf in the round number 1. So what? You're playing in Diamond. So what? Soon you're gonna play against Immortals and Radiants.
Oh, fucking ass. Wait, no, what? My age.
Now listen. In the second round of Pearl, basically, rules are very simple. If you win the first round, once again you start around the connector and B link, and you're just playing fast rotations between A site, B site, and mid. If you lose the first round, then in a second round, you always gamble onto the B side. 60% of times in this second round, enemies will do some kind of a push onto the B when they win the first round. So basically, like, probably the best strategy you can do right now, since you still have like 5 headhunters and a bit of money, we can do a headhunter shorty type of bait. So basically, we can put a shorty at the backside right here. Start with a classic pistol and headhunters. So we have the 5 headhunters from the first round. What we can do is the following. We can put a teleport right here, start the round by holding this off angle, just to dodge the enemy Reyna Leer, because most Reyna players in this elo and this rank are gonna drop a Leer like this, and you can just dodge it by holding a bit tighter angle, bro. We can try to go for 1 shot here, or 2 shots, bop bop, drop down, 1 more shot, take the TP, get up, 1 more shot, drop down, 1 more shot, and now you just wait. If you didn't get a single kill by holding these 4 or 5 safe angles and off angles, you're probably gonna get at least 1 kill here with a shorty, as the enemy Jet, enemy Reyna, or someone is pushing you here. Anyways, enemies have a terrible team composition for the executes in I mean, it's not terrible, it's just like, you know, it's a banana type of team composition, like, no real flashes, no real recon abilities, like, lack of information, Sentinel is chamber, you know, like, we can easily play around this. Now listen, when you're doing the chamber's teleport, you should always try to get the most out of it. If you want to push right now the B main area of the map to get behind this cover, and from this cover you're trying to kill the enemies, that's a bad idea. Why? Enemies have the Tejo drone. If they use a drone here, there is literally nobody that can destroy it for you, you know? And also, doing this type of a strategy in this round is kind of like a suicide. It's a really bad idea. You know, it is far, far easier for you right now, if enemies are going B, to get a free kill in the elbow with a shorty. You know, this is your highest kill potential right now if enemies are going B side. And instead of that, we can just maximize the efficiency of the teleport and headhunters by going for one shot here, one shot here. Maybe you can hold this off angle, one shot there, one shot here, and now pump it up, baby.
Maar ik denk niet dat hij zichzelf zo zou doen.
Nagewend, wordt nu gewend op z'n alt.
What if you don't get a kill with a shorty? Well, then you're dead. That's it, bro. Like, that's why it really doesn't matter which rank you are. Like, you just need to master using the shorty and you know, being efficient with it. Like, shorty is still such a powerful weapon to trade yourself for a few kills on a defender's side. Like, your job in these eco rounds is not to win them. Your only job in these eco rounds is to trade yourself for as many kills as possible and to give your teammates a higher chance of winning this round. And how we do that is by following these type of rules. How do you do the shoot and drop down? When you just get this? No. Listen. So, whenever you're playing any type of elevated position, you always play the bottom edge that leads towards the drop. So basically, if I'm playing this off angle, I'm gonna position myself all the way here, and now, as soon as I fire one shot, knife down, reposition, all the way up to Radiant. You're not gonna die doing this. Like, there's no way. You know, maybe Immortal 3 and Radiant players can tag you and kill you, but players below Immortal 3, there's just literally no fucking way. Then, you got the info for your crosser, you have a teleport, you can swing out, try to get one more fast kill with the dead zone mechanic. Then you can maybe, you know, get up here, try to get one more frag, and then, you know, scoot out into the elbow, go for another tight angle, you know, hold these angles as tight as your reaction time allows you, one more kill or one more shot. You know, even if you go for 4 body shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a lot of damage. That is like 220 damage, right, to the enemies. It's gonna be very easy for you to delete some of these enemies with a shorty once they get in the elbow. And with a classic pistol, later. So yeah, let's see how this one is gonna go, but it's gonna probably be a very, very bad round, because there is nobody to destroy the Reina Lear for you. There is nobody to destroy the Techos drone for you. And I think we're just gonna waste the teleport for nothing, but we'll see.
Moet een beetje uit.
I love how like utility users just that doesn't exist in Valorant until high elo lobbies. Like, we have a drone, we have a Reina Lear, man, no. We're just gonna run through the B main area of the map.
Oh, full B, I'm fucked.
Ja, het is fucking full B.
Nee, iedereen hackt.
But you see, like here, how much of a better idea is to use the strategy for this second round that I was talking about. You would have had like 4 chances to get a kill onto an enemy. 4 chances. With a 5th almost guaranteed kill with a shorty in the elbow. And with a Reina as a double bait tool. And now, what did you do? You just hit one body shot. You're playing a very common angle right now where enemies are just gonna probably delete you, or even smoke you off and flash you, you're just fucked right now. Unless you miraculously hit like 4 headshots somehow.
Iedereen
Fuck
hackt.
in 2 seconds. Straight into my ass.
And we did nothing. A respectable kill. But you should have been dead. You should have been dead.
Nou, eigenlijk niet.
Listen, from now on, in these eco hellfire rounds, when you play on the B site, like, try to apply this pattern of positioning and repositioning that I was talking about. Especially against team compositions that don't have that many recon abilities to clear you inside of the elbow. And especially if one of your teammates is already playing in the elbow, and you can maybe do some kind of a double bait setup with that teammate. Like, I'm 100% certain that if you use this strategy in this second round, we would have won this round 1,000,000%. Like 1 million. But okay, we live, learn, adapt, and that's it. Okay. So what do we know about the enemy so far? So far we know that Chamber will probably lurk and play alone a bit, you know? We saw him in the first round playing alone, so we can expect him around you know, somewhere else where his teammates are not at that moment of time. We also know that enemies like to do 4-man and 5-man executes. They're not really the ones to split and do some shenanigans like that. And we know that in the first round enemies went A, and in the second round they went B. Now the enemies are playing a bonus round in this third round. So in this third round you should usually, most of the times, position somewhere around mid. So in this third round, chances are around 80% that enemies are gonna do some kind of an A split or the A push. So a much better idea in this round is to do the following. Trademark for the link. We can start in art with this type of a teleport, and basically we just control the art. We can maybe go for some aggressive play, aggressive peek with our teammates, or we can just play passively and react left and right. Now what is also bad in this round is the fact that you're getting the outlaw. Like, you only buy the outlaw when you're 90% certain that at least 3 enemies are gonna play with a light shield or no shield at all in that specific round. In this round, all 5 enemies have a heavy shield. Like, why the hell did we go for the outlaw? In this third bonus round, you have 4,500 credits, Vandal Phantom, Heavy Shield, Trademark, and the rest of the money goes into Headhunters. That's it. We put the Trademark in the B-Link, start around the art, and just react left and right. Also, this is a problem as well. Like, fuck the Trademark in the art. Like, especially when you see on the minimap that none of your teammates are defending the B-Link. This Trademark needs to go into the B-Link. Like, you cannot leave the B-Link area of the map open with 0, like, teammates there and 0 recon utility. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting round. Okay.
Eigenlijk. Ja, en we gaan nu Skiddy verpesten door hem te killen.
Ja, klopt.
Now listen, let me give you one tip here. So, depending on what you want to do in the A main area of the map, depends like where you should put your teleport. So what do I mean by that? Like, if you want to go for a deeper type of a peek, like you have an idea to take more of the aim and control and maybe peek all the way here, then go here, like, yeah, you should put this type of a teleport. But if you just want to play on some kind of an off angle, such as this one, put the teleport a bit closer towards the bomb site. so that you can quickly get onto some kind of an off angle and reposition for the enemies to execute if they are going onto the A side. So a much better idea here, like if you want to play some kind of an off angle in the aiming area of the map, is to do this, you know? If you want to play a position like this, for an example. And then, as soon as you teleport, we can instantly get onto some kind of a secondary off angle where we can take another safe fight, reposition, and now take a 50-50 against the enemies. You know, this TP you only put like when you're like 19% certain that you will be aggressing the enemies further into their lines.
4 kills, back to back. Nice pushing it.
Listen, like, if you already want to engage the enemies in the aim and area of the map, don't do it like this. Like, as soon as the round starts, knife in the hands, pull the outlaw, and get onto some kind of an off angle like this, or off angle like this. You know? Like, this is where you want to fight the enemies. Because most of the low elo and medium elo players are really bad at clearing this area of the map. You know, like, a lot of the players are gonna pre-aim this, and then pre-aim this, pre-aim this. A very small amount of players jump spot this angle. And they only have the Tejo as a recon agent, so if the Tejo doesn't do a drone, there's also a chance that enemies might run it down. Like imbeciles. So you might catch them off guard on this type of an off angle. The best off angle you can play in the aim and area of the map is around this generator, actually on top of it, like this. Now listen, this is something we were talking about literally at the beginning of this VOD review. So whenever enemies are eco, hull buy bonus, they have, you know, these low buy weapons. Chances are much higher that they will do something in the mid area of the map, and that your teammates are gonna make some kind of a mistake in the mid area of the map. Also, whenever you see on the minimap that your teammates want to start a bit more aggressively in mid, either Art or B-Link, play with them. You know, so in this round, what type of a setup we should have compared to what our teammates are doing and compared to the enemy's economy? We should put a trademark here, put a teleport here, and, you know, we just play. Okay, TP should not go there, TP should go here. So if you need to play behind the box some kind of a baiting strategy, you have an option to do that as well. And we just play with our Clove. Clove wanna fight. Okay, we can hold this angle as she's doing this. And then when she swings out, we swing out together with her. And we take the very safe refrag type of a fight. But losing the Clove like this, in a round where you already know that the enemies are gonna do something in mid, just stupid.
Nice pushing it. What?
Papito, on which maps I should go for chamber? On which rather raise? My actual main is solo queue. But, you know, to be honest, like, on Abyss, chamber is much better than raise. On Bind, the raise is better than chamber. On Breeze, chamber is better than raise. Koro, the raise is better than chamber. Haven, kinda equal. Pearl, chamber is a bit better, but depends in which rank you're playing. And on Split, raise is better than chamber. Very good reset of the teleport. I like it a lot. But let me tell you something again. In this situation, you should also reset your trademark as well. Why? You already know that based on this kill, enemies are definitely gonna go Art. 100%. 100% to pick up that gun and to apply the pressure there. So here, you have like two options. Option number one, you can go for some kind of a flank and lurk and try to maybe get some solo kill in the aiming area of the map. Option number 2, you can stay in the aiming area of the map and try to surprise the enemies from this position and try to kill them. But you should have resetted both your trademark and the teleport as well. Why? So the enemies don't destroy them. What if you don't pick up your utility, you won't have a chance to use it again. It's just destroyed for the rest of the round. You already know enemies are gonna go art after that kill. You know? There's no way like that enemies are gonna, you know, now go B-Link or B-Main. Like in this elo, in a bonus round, chances are like below 20%. So don't let it, like, we already got the info that we need. That enemies are gonna go art. That 4 enemies are mid. And with that info, we don't need a trademark in the art anymore. Will the trap slow them and help him to get into flank faster? I mean, if the enemies have like an inch of a reaction time, and they're not deaf and 60 years old, they should be able to destroy it without them tagging it. Like, you know, this trademark is quite loud and quite audible. Like if you put a trademark here, it's so easy to hear it, pre-fire it, and move on with your life.
Kamers alle mee, bro.
Zij worden effectief van hun.
I think all are out.
You see? Like basically, enemies just destroyed the trip. The trip didn't tag anyone.
Oh my god.
And that's it.
Alle mee, bro.
We just lost the trip for nothing. Now we need to play smart. We need to be really smart, and I really have no idea why the fuck did we get the outlaw for this round. Like 5 enemies have a heavy shield. Why did we go for the outlaw?
Zij worden
I mean, they should have a heavy shield. They should have a heavy shield.
effectief van hun.
I think all are out. Or
Also, right now, if he had a Vandal or Phantom, it would be amazing. Now, listen, like, when you do this type of a play, where you take the aim and area of the map, like, you really need to keep your location a secret and pick a really good moment of time to peek out. Like, right now, your main job should be holding your anal cavity. You know, your main job should be this. And then, based on the sound and footsteps, as the enemies are getting on sight, you peek out and try to get a few kills. Okay, we need to go. This is the time to move! Like, listen. So, this type of a play is really good in ranked solo queue, because enormous amount of players and an enormous amount of teams don't follow the rule that you should follow, which is very simple. You know, like if you push some bomb site through a short area of the map, your number 1 focus should be clearing the main area of the map. Number 1 focus. But a lot of the teams, like especially low elo type of players, like they just run it down, instantly focus at the backside, and they literally don't give a shit if someone can be here. And the best moment of time for you to peek and try to get a kill is around 2 seconds once you hear that enemy duelist started taking the site and they're going in. Like, when you hear the footsteps, you know, here, you hear that enemies are hyper-focusing on the backside, you wanna backstab them and get a free kills. You cannot wait right now, plus you have a outlaw.
One less.
Okay, good kill. Good kill. I like that you didn't over-aggress here too much. Maybe you could have got one more kill with the headhunter. I don't know. But, okay. We're 4v4. We can easily play this retake. The only problem right now is, like, enemy chamber likes to play alone. So as soon as you kill this Tejo, you needed to check your anal cavity and check this aim and area of the map to see where is that chamber. As soon as the enemy showcase to you in one of the rounds that they like playing alone, that they like, you know, not playing with a team, in every other round you need to be aware of that possibility and that type of a timing. So right now, you know, as we're waiting for our teammates to rotate, and as you're reloading this weapon, you should be jiggle peeking behind yourself to see, like, where is that chamber. Also, you know, holding this angle is just horrible. Like, basically, with Outlaw, there is absolutely no reason to hold an angle this wide. Like, if you want to hold the enemy's push here, this is how you hold it. You go for one shot, then another shot, and then you fight around the cover consistently. Like, you need to hit, you know, 2 body shots or a headshot to kill the enemies there, and it's far easier hitting a first shot here, then a second shot like this, and always having the cover around which you can play. But also, in this type of a situation, your main job is just to survive. You don't need to even fight these enemies anymore. You can quite literally go back all the way here, reset a bit, and then when your teammates are ready to go for a retake, then you strike from the A main area of the map. You can also fully reset yourself. Get out from the A main, go towards the art, keep your location a secret, and enemies have absolutely no idea where are you at that moment of time. And they need to consistently worry that you're somewhere in the A main area of the map, and that you might strike at any moment of time. And you have plenty of time to do this because enemies still didn't even plant the spike. You know, we have like, what, 45 seconds to defuse the spike from this moment on.
What?
But a huge problem in this round was like, I just don't understand, like, why did we get an outlaw? Like, literally, if you had a Vandal in this situation, and you just killed, you know, you would have killed all of the enemies. I would have killed the Tejo, Spike Planter. Now we can just reset, keep our location a secret. We made a 4v3 numbers advantage. We can reconnect with our teammates through art, keep our location a secret again, and just play a 4v3 retake through art and CT. I don't know what was this outlaw by. But also, you know, how you started the round was criminal. Now in this round, we should definitely play on the B side. Like, basically in the first round, enemies went A, second round B, third round A again through the art. So the chances are really, really high that in this fourth round, especially because once again we're playing an eco, enemies are gonna go onto the B side. And once again, you should literally do the same setup and the same strategy. Same shit. You can get a Bucky, Light Shield, trademark, Headhunters. Put the trademark here. We can literally use the same setup. Now you can just play maybe here, on this off angle. Try to get one kill, teleport, get up. We can maybe play this position in this way, or whichever way you didn't show to the enemy team. Get one more kill. Get maybe one more body shot or a kill. And now when the enemies are pushing, just obliterating them as they're coming into, you know, in this elo, enemies are very, very rarely gonna expect you playing a shotgun with a chamber. I don't know why you're full buying. We lost 3 rounds in a row. This fourth round is an eco half-buy round for you. Why are you full buying? Your teammates are saving. The match is not over. Like we just lost 3 rounds. So what? And 3 rounds. Basically, in all 3 of these rounds, you made some kind of a mistake. Like, your positioning can be much, much better. And you can apply a lot of these strategies where you don't need to force yourself to fight 50-50 fights. Like, sometimes just applying the pressure is more than enough to win a round. To lift, you know, all of the weight from the shoulders of your teammates and to allow them to work with that pressure.
Als ik gewand word, dan trek ik de stekker uit. Ja, maar we hebben het al verloren, Loki.
I don't really understand what's the plan here. You know? In this round, you had like literally 2 options. Option number 1, you start on B. with the setup that we talked about. Option number 2, your teammates in every round are fighting mid. Fight with them on mid. Sometimes you can fight from art, sometimes from the doors, depending how many teammates we have here and here. But I don't understand what are you doing on the A site. Again. Plus we know the enemy's pattern. Once again, we talked about this in our coaching session, but I'm gonna repeat it. So when you're positioning on the defender side, from Iron 1 to Immortal 3. From Iron 1 to Immortal 3. Especially if you're in between Gold 1 and Immortal 2. You just need to use 7 basic rules to read the enemies. You know, it's a bit hard combining them and learning, you know, how to evaluate these chances of where the enemies are gonna go, but that comes with practice times, self-reflection, and repetition. Rule number 1. You position based on the map that you're playing. You know, players on different maps have different tendencies, and I have fully covered that where? In my ranked playbook on Discord. In every single map I said, like, where should you play the first round, second round, third round, this round, that round. It's so easy. Just ranked players developed certain tendencies based on pro play, esports, and general consensus. You know, people are just stupid. Number 2, economy. Enemy economy can tell you a lot where the enemies are gonna go next. And your economy as well. Number 3 is what? Ultimate status. Number 4 is what? AB rule. Number 5, rule of fear. Number 6, rule of 3 executes. And number 7, the usual enemy tendencies in that specific match. You know, like when you notice that none of these rules are working in the first like 3 to 4 rounds, then you're just positioning based on where your teammates are dying the most or what the enemies did the most in the previous rounds. Like how the enemies like to play the game at that moment of time. But in this round here, based on economy, based on the previous 3 rounds, based on what your teammates are doing, makes absolutely no sense to anchor the A set and start on A. Did you update the Breeze guide? No, I'm gonna do it during next week.
Yes, 40 moedergras.
Very interesting trademark that doesn't do anything.
Lekker. Dat is veel mensen.
Also, Pearl fast rotation map. On the first contact between your team and enemy team, make some kind of a move.
What's die timing?
Good, we should call the window.
Nee, wat doe ik? Bro.
I swear to God, like, Europe is a
Theo B.
A
met zo'n
continent.
fucking artificial hond. Oh, wat doet hij? Is zo slecht. Nee. Pakt hij op onmiddellijk af gewoon.
Now listen, this play that you did here, I don't know, you know, like for example, it was a good idea here to take this fight against enemy Reyna 2 versus 1. I mean, we should be able to win this fight, you know? Now,
Nee.
the best idea that you can do is just go through the B link and support your teammates on the B side. You know that Klov and Teho are on the B side, in the B main area of the map. Reyna, I don't know what she's gonna do. She can go back B main, she can stay in this link area of the map and maybe try to pick some timing to lurk and flank again. We don't give a shit about that guy. And the main problem right now is that your only teammate that both in this round, the Neon, died. And now we have Tejo and Reyna fighting for their life on the B side. We have a 4v3 numbers advantage.
Hey, wat doe je?
In these type of situations, you should always just play on the information that you have at that moment of time. And the info that we have is that our teammates on B have a really high chance of dying. they can just sell the bomb set for free, 2 versus 2 or 2 versus 3, and we should be playing with them. So the play that you're doing right now is very gamblish, you know? Like, you're gambling a lot. A lot. First, you're gambling that enemies are gonna rotate from B to A. But enemies are already at a choke point right here. Also, you're gambling that your Reyna, Tejo, and Klov that are playing a half buy, they're gonna win these 3v3 type of fights. I don't know. Like, that's too much of a gamble, considering that you also bought the Vandal and you and Neon were the only ones playing a full buy round. Okay, Tejo actually has the op from the Neon, maybe. Maybe. This time the gamble paid off, but usually in these lobbies, like, if you leave your teammates in this type of situation, you're not gonna find yourself in a very good spot.
Nice. Te jong kloof waarop ben je maar.
Did the gamble pay off? We'll see.
Oh.
It didn't pay off, actually.
120 gecko.
Enemy remaining.
Techo.
Nee, gaat niet goed. De bovenkamer.
Nee.
Hij heeft chip
Nee.
What are these footsteps, bro?
Nee, gaat niet goed. De bovenkamer.
Nee.
Hij heeft chip
Is that our club?
30 seconds left.
Wacht, pak top. Links van jou.
No, he's A main, he's A.
Picking up operator here for this 2v1 retake. That's fucking crazy. I know is the operator, you know, 4,700 credits, but brother, you're relying on one shot to trade your teammate. I know you have headhunters and all of that good stuff, but it's much better in these 2v1s if you stay with the Vandal or Phantom and just be done with this round. Like, usually in ranked solo queue, if you lose the first 4 rounds of a match, or first 4 rounds of a half, it is so easy to snowball the games based on economy and based on average player's mentality. In Europe, you lose the first 4 rounds on attack or defense, the match is there's no coming back. You know, your teammates, like, they never saw a comeback in their life. So we'll see now. I mean, if the Clove dies, we are definitely cooked. Hey, we have a teleport. We can still reset and play this smart. Ooh, this is mega risky what you're doing right now. You should have played with your Clove here. Like, you had to play with a Clove. Also, we need to plan the teleport as well. Like, so first of all, you should have played with a Clove and just, you know, start clearing the angles together with her. We can put a TP here and just start going. With the teleport, we can get the info about the enemy Clove. We don't need to take a fight necessarily. We know where, you know, we reveal the enemy Clove here, 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 or here. Reset, and now we can just fight together and kill that Clove. You want to separate from your Clove. Okay, no problem, but with the operator, you had to put a teleport and take some kind of an angle like this to disallow the enemy Clove to get at the backside. And also to have safety to take a fight.
Last player stand.
In these 2v1s, like, first of all, you never want to play these retakes with the operator. And second of all, you just cannot separate away from your teammate. Like, giving this enemy Clove 2 1 versus 1 fights. Plus, she has the ultimate. I mean, like, what the fuck?
Minus 80.
I respect the numbers. But Peter, when will you start on OnlyFans? Working on it. You know? Soon. Mala, welcome to stream, Ronnie, baby Ronnie. Imagine you had a Vandal there. Imagine if you had a Vandal there. Like, literally, that was a free kill with a Vandal. I mean, it was a free kill with the Operator as well. Like, you just rushed out your shot, which is kind of a common occurrence for you to rush out things a bit, but we're gonna talk about your mechanical problems privately.
Could do this.
this was just a very criminal type of round, bro. Like, what the fuck did I just watch, bro? Moral of the story. You're 2 versus 1. Play with your teammate. With a teleport, you can clear the angles for your teammate, reset yourself, reveal that last enemy alive, and just take the easiest 2v1 of your life. Don't get the Operator for the retakes because unless you're low HP. You know, when it is okay to get an op for these type of retakes, if you're below 100. You know, like you have like, I don't know, 60, 70, 50, 10, 20 health points. Like, basically enemies can kill you with two body shots. Okay, play the Operator.
Waar? Die gaat gewoon zo tegen. Nee.
Now, in this round, based on the previous 4 rounds, you should play with your club. Why? Because in this round, chances are really high that enemies are either gonna go A, or they're gonna push through art onto the A side. So, basically, in this round, chances that enemies are gonna go B is very low. Very, very low. So, we already noticed that our teammates in mid are shit. Our Clove is shit as well. We cannot allow this Clove to die alone. We need to use her as a refrag tool. Play with the Clove. Also, I just love... I love when people overstack the... Like, first of all, what the fuck is this trademark? You know? Why would you put a trademark here? So the enemies can destroy it from this position. Put it, you know, here. It's fine, you know. Second of all, why do you even need a trademark here? Like, if you're already gonna start on A site and fight for the A main aggressively, put a trademark, you know, for the art, for the billing. Even this trademark is gonna do something. You know? Like, it's gonna disallow the enemies to go into the sewers and to cross this area of the map for free.
Die Vito heeft heel onze game gesold.
This is not a good positioning in my opinion, because of the just because of the Techos like drone. I mean, if enemies didn't have a single initiator or single recon ability, this would not be bad. But you know, enemies have a Techos drone and Reyna Lear. What are the chances that you're not gonna get blinded here and revealed? You know, we're just speaking hypothetically, enemies are not pushing A in this round, but I just don't... I don't see the... Like, which positions you can abuse, and which angles you can abuse, and how you should play, completely depends on the enemy's team composition. Like, you just cannot... Like, you can play like this in some kind of a double bait setup. Like, you tell one of your teammates to destroy the Reyna Lear, tell one of your teammates to destroy the Techo drone, then you can take this type of a fight. Otherwise, I mean, we're just probably gonna waste our teleport for nothing. Anyways, in this round, you should have just done the same shit you should have done in third round. Like, just put a trademark for the aiming area of the map, put the teleport here, and just be ready to take the mid control with the glove.
Oh, ik was geflasht. Flash.
Oh, was is dat? Oh,
Wow.
Neon Marshalisha.
Oh,
Wow!
ace, ace, ace,
down,
my
B.
ace. My ace.
Workers space.
Heil Neon, bro.
Oh, nooit met Marsh.
Chamber's name is Goth Mummy Hunter. I've just realized that thing.
Ah! Maar dat gaan we weer zelf.
Listen, when you're 100% certain, that where the enemies are gonna go, and where are the enemies on the map at that moment of time, reset your trademark as well. Once again, so that the enemies don't destroy it, and when you're going for the retakes, and when you're in the clutch situations, trademark is amazing. Amazing recon tool. You know, like you end up, for example, I don't know, 1v1. Enemies plant the spike on B, and you don't know where is that enemy. And let's say you're going through the CT. You can maybe put a trademark there, you know? And now you're 100% certain that the only positions where that enemy can kill you from is long and sight. And we just clear the angles one at a time. And also, like, not to mention, you know, I don't know if this is a bug or if this is gonna be the feature forever, but now you cannot recall the trademark unless you're like, you know, how 50 meters away from the trademark. This started happening like 2-3 months ago, and Valorant never addressed this shit anywhere.
Niet eens speaker.
Jasmine 60.
They're coming close.
We should take these fights. I don't know why are you not peeking. You have the best operator in the game. It's not like there's like 20 operators in this game, but you know this weapon is amazing, bro. Like, come on, you need to fight. You need to fight,
Ja, nee.
Minus 80 jet.
brother. Like, you baited the shit out of your teammates. So, mistake number 1. If you have teammates on bomb site, never support them from the tower. Most of the times, tower is gonna get smoked off. Most of the times, you won't have the angle to support your teammates that are in elbow and right here and at the backside. A much better idea when you're going for these type of retakes or rotations is to go through the CT. And basically just, if you already know that remaining 2 enemies are B long, just lock them down onto this angle. 3 kills for you. Your Reyna is fighting. Your teammate is on a flank. Why are we positioning on the worst angle from which we cannot play a proper refray game or support our teammates?
Jet.
Teleport's ready.
Spike plant.
Now, unfortunately, you cannot put a teleport down. And... oh...
Nice.
What deal is that? Diamondish Platinumish. Right now, you should have put a teleport on the ground. I mean, enemies now enemies know your location. We need to put a TP, like maybe behind this cover, and start going for some kind of a play. And you should have told your Clove right now that she should smoke the spike and not the choke point. Like, this is so bad, bro. This is so bad. Like, you have the operator and your Clove smoke the choke point. Like, the only teammates that you need to control in ranked solo queue are your controllers. What an irony, you know? Like, here, in this type of situation with operator, it is 10 times smarter and better to get a smoke on the spike than a smoke in the choke point. 10 times better. Like, right now, what you can do is, like, you put this teleport, tap the spike, peek out, you can get 2 free kills, and then defuse the spike. This round is all Jover. I'm not gonna lie. And not to mention, now the enemy can push through the right side as well. But the most crucial mistake here is, once again, how you position yourself compared to what your teammates are doing. Like, stop auto-piloting. You know, like, I'm gonna give you a training for this. I'm gonna give you a training that's gonna teach you how to think actively inside of your games. But you're just playing however the fuck you want. Your teammates are pushing mid, you're taking the aiming control. And we know that enemies always like to fight on mid. In most of the rounds. Your Reyna is elbow, you go on to B tower. And you have the ultimate. And you know that enemies are stuck in the B long area of the map, and they still didn't go through this choke point right here. Like, you need to think about your positioning a bit more and be smarter about it. Oh, chat, I forgot about the predictions. Just a moment. We need to do that. Let's make a prediction for this VOD. Let me see. More. You have 1 minute to vote. How many kills he's gonna have on the first half? Is a prediction running? Did I fuck it up? Yeah. Equal or above 11 or equal or below 10. You cannot cheat because you don't have the VOD actually.
Ik meer deze week. Oh.
Fucking team.
Elk potje dat we hebben gespeeld kwam met de
Okay. Now, let me tell you something. As already mentioned, the enemy's ultimate status can tell you a lot of the times what enemies are gonna do. Usually, when players have the Tejo's ultimate on the attacker side, you can expect the 5-man execute either A or B. So since enemies 2 rounds in a row pushed B site straight up, we can maybe use a rule of 3 executes and pre-assume that in this round enemies are gonna go A. So this is the round where you should fight onto A site. So basically, like, you're always doing the opposite. You know? You need to be more present in the game. Like, 2 times in a row enemies push B. Your Clove once again is pushing A main right now. Chances are 80% enemies are gonna go A in this round. We should be playing with the Clove.
Is toch niet balanced en leuk,
We
bro.
hebben ook een
Jezus.
gast die...
Also, I need to ask, like, why are you not buying a trademark? You put the trademark in the A main, but why? Why would you put a trademark in the A main area of the map if you already have teammates on the A site? Put it in the B link. Like, B link trademark is very important. You know, like, most of the times, like, you know, your teammates are not gonna anchor the B link position. Like, just, you know, for an example, enemies decide to push B in this round. Your Tejo is B link, Neon is on B. Obviously, Tejo is just gonna rotate like this and leave B link area of the map open for a few seconds. It's better, you know, if you already have everything covered, put a B link trademark so the enemies cannot lurk through this area of the map. And that's it.
die een account heeft gekocht, want hij heeft...
It's a very important part of the map. Very good pick. You really didn't have to teleport here. You know, you got a free kill. Like, a much better idea here was to get this kill and then reset yourself for the second fight with a teleport. Because, once again, like, you just need to pay more attention on what your teammates are doing when you're making the decisions of what you want to do. Like, Neon is there. Neon is literally right behind you. She's probably gonna fight aggressively. Why would you teleport away from a free kill? Okay, you got a kill on this guy. Reset yourself now. If Neon wanna push, that's where we're gonna use the teleport to take another safe fight. Now Neon is gonna push the same angle from where you got the kill. Enemies are probably waiting for the Neon, and Neon is gonna die in the next 3 seconds.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah.
Never mind, it was 5 seconds and she got a kill, but still, you know, if we played with the Neon, maybe we could have gotten like 2 kills instead of 1.
Nee, fuck. En die Theo beet me kankard. Nee.
And where are you going right now? Why are we giving enemies once again 1v1 fights? You resetted towards the connector. You sold your Neon. Go play with the Tejo now. Enemies don't know where you are at this moment of time. Tejo also wanna fight aggressively. We sold the Neon. Connect with the Tejo and play with him. Why would we separate ourselves into 2 1v1 fights right now?
Nee, ja, lekker.
Hij zit in een classic hospital.
Pay more attention on what your teammates wanna do and how they wanna fight when you're picking these fights in the mid area of the map. And to be completely honest, right now, you should just give up the full mid control and just reconnect with your Clove and play with her. We made a 3v2 numbers advantage. Fuck the map control, fuck everything, like... as long as our Clove stays alive, especially because she has the ultimate, and we clear the full aim in area of the map, we're gonna win this round in one way or another.
Nee, oh my god.
And also we should reset the trademark because trademark is absolutely useless right now. This fight that you're forcing right now is terrible. Literally terrible. Like in this 3v2, you just play with a teammate that has the highest chance of dying, or the teammate that is the most useful for you in this round. So you can play with Arena. You know, there is a huge chance that enemies running down B-Link right now and go B. But also playing with the Clove is not a bad idea since she has the ultimate and, you know, she can just run it down. She can use the ultimate as an info and then we fight together, but whatever. The worst thing you can do right now is just swing out and take this fight.
Both for mid.
And also remember that in most of the rounds, information is more important rather than, you know, taking some kills. Especially when you trade a few blows with the enemies or you make a numbers advantage. Like right now, enemies should be guessing where you are at this moment of time. They should be on their on their toes consistently. But you're consistently giving them the info that you're art, so they, you know.
Teleport's ready.
Also, staying in this location right now is absolute Sudoku. Like, the B-Link is wide open. Connector is wide open. CT is wide open. Like, in these type of situations, fuck the map control. Like, just position in a way where you cannot die based on luck, based on timing, and you cannot get backstabbed. And just connect with one of your teammates, at least. And that's it. You win this round 100%. 100%.
I heard the op reloading.
Also, I really don't like this level of not unawareness. Like, the guy just doesn't give a fuck. To be honest, like, how do you know that enemies are not in the connector right now? How do you know that enemies are not in the B-Link? You cannot run right now. You need to shift up, clear the connector, and B-Link like the enemies can be there. Whenever you lose information in an area of the map for more than 3 seconds, you should behave towards that area of the map like the enemies will be there and can be there, and you should be expecting them. Expect some kind of a fight in that area. Right now. Gun in the hands, slowly walking, re-clearing this area of the map, and that's it. But once again, as I mentioned, like, the best idea in a 3v2 is just play with one of your teammates. And the smartest idea in this round was just to play with a Clove. Enemies send up A, they are fucked. Enemies send up B. Even in a 2v2, we can easily play the retake with the Clove's ultimate. Why do you want to fight so much alone? It's a team play game. You cannot win every round by killing 5 enemies. Anyways, you want to avoid the 50-50 fights as much as you can.
Slecht is... Slecht is deze... Ja.
Seconds left.
This is not bad, like, but when you're getting ready to fight the enemies, pay more attention on your crosshair placement and positioning. Like, you know, why are you holding this angle right now like this? Get ready for a fight. You have a trademark here. You have a smoke here. Enemies are probably gonna get out of this smoke like this, or like this. Put your crosshair here and be ready with only A and D keys to jiggle pick these 2 positions and to take some kind of a fast fight as they're destroying your trademark, or as the trademark is getting activated and distracting the enemies.
Ze rotate allebei.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Teleport's ready.
40.
We ended up from 3v2 in a 1v1. Criminal. But I think he's gonna win this round because Clove has only 19 seconds to plant the spike. Also here, you should have put reset your trademark to have it for this retake. It's useless right now. We don't need it.
Seconds left.
That was...
Oh, dat is zo...
That was so close. Okay. Simplify these rounds. These rounds really don't have to be this hard. Especially not in Diamond and Platinum, bro. Like, you know?
Ik heb echt mijn opkills volgens mij gewoon getrippeld.
Now, once again, your teammates wanna fight mid. We fought mid every round. Just fight with them. You know? Like, it's okay. Leave the full A site open. Anyways, like, you know, against the Reyna Flash and Tejo Drone, you're probably not even gonna get a kill in this aim and area of the map alone. Don't let the enemies kill your Clove, kill your Tejo. You take a mid control, like, on Pearl. I mean, like, you have a lot of space to work with. You can go for some fast flanks and lurks. We know exactly where the enemies are gonna go, what are they gonna do, like... Very, very good information. Brother, if Clove and Tejo survive this, I'm gonna eat my penis, bro, on stream live.
Best wel heavy, man. Mid, man.
Also, listen, if you want to play this off angle, by the way, this teleport setup is not that bad. It's, you know, okay teleport setup, just, you know, you want to play this position when you're certain that enemies are not going to blind you and reveal you. Or you have some kind of a double bait setup with your teammates. You know, maybe one teammate is baiting for you here, destroying the utility, and then you strike them from this spot. Also, when you're playing this angle, usually you want to hold this location like this. Like, you cannot allow an enemy to peek you from this position and this position as well. This is where you're trying to kill the enemies. On this type of a cross. Okay, I guess it's time to eat the penis. Ah, Clove died. She did get a kill, but she died.
Down mid.
I need to ask, like, why did you leave this off angle? Dude, this is an amazing TP setup. Decent kill on the chamber. I love the TP usage and I love how you fought here. Just, you know, this angle holding could have been better. You see Reyna's art. You have two teammates in the B-link. Why are you getting off from this off angle? Enemies don't know right now where are you at this moment of time. They don't know that you're on this upper position. Stay up here. Hold this angle like this. That might be a free kill for you. You know? That's why you put a teleport here. To take this type of fight. And to reset yourself for the next one.
Spike down mid.
Two more arts.
That's a pretty safe position. You know? as long as XQC, relax. As long as you position yourself towards the bottom edge, towards the safety, that's a safe fight. Much better fight than this one.
One is behind the doors. Here.
Listen, when you're holding this common angle here, always hold it by jiggle peeking it further away from the wall. Like, this is how you hold this angle. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. There's no other way. If you hold it in any other way, you're just gonna die. You don't have to fight here. It's fine, brother. You are alone. 4v2. You don't need this information. You don't need this space. As a matter of fact, we don't even need the B-Link, connector, and art whatsoever in this 4v2. Two of your teammates are going to defend A site from the site with a trademark in A main. All you have to do is either hold a push through the sewers or reconnect with a Reyna and basically hold her back.
Teleport's ready.
Reyna also has a great position, to be honest.
Ah, we hebben niemand voor mid. Ja.
Okay, so right now, you know, there's only one thing that you should be doing. Your Tejo is here, holding the push through the art. You hold this. Neon is gonna hold the B-Link. Reyna is holding B-Main. We have everything covered. We don't need art, connector, and B-Link control in a 4v2.
What the fuck is Theon doing?
Ja, mid.
Okay, we got the Reyna Lear, so it's B.
Left. One enemy remaining.
Yeah? Okay.
Wat gestuurd.
Ariana! Welcome, Arian, to the stream, bro.
Yeah,
Very good.
Godverdamme.
good for them.
Same shit, in my opinion. I don't know. Like, every round enemies are fighting mid. Every round we're getting contact on mid. Every round your teammates are fighting on mid.
Come up. Touché.
Maybe.
Well, okay, so you teleported here. You know, that kill was good. You know, good setup again. Nothing really to shit about. Put the trademark here to maybe cover your ass a bit as you're holding this angle. It's not gonna fully protect you, but in this rank, there is a chance that enemies are gonna shoot this before they see you up there. There is a chance. Because staying on this position, when there is a chance that one enemy might kill you through the art, A bit risky, bro. We're aiming for Yao Ming, bro. Nikola Jokic, is that you, bro? You know, this is where the enemy's body are. And this. And yeah, it is a good idea here to use the trademark for the back and support this clove on the bomb site. Good kill. As soon as you get kill from this off angle, instantly drop down and reset yourself. These type of off angles are 1 kill angles usually. You got a kill, now drop down, put a deeper trademark so that enemies cannot fuck you up from the art, and let's go. Let's play some crossfire with our teammates and let's fuck up the enemies.
Spike down A.
Wat?
You know? Your teammates are smoked off. Enemies are pushing in. We know that Clove is aim in. We know that Reyna is aim in. And you know that Tejo is aim in.
Oh, iemand spur. Nee, nee. Wat? Hij gaat dood, denk ik.
Okay, so 2 rounds in a row, enemies try to do some kind of a split. Rule of 3 executes immediately. In this next round, chances are much higher, enemies will go B. So in this round, we should be playing on the B site with some kind of an op setup on B. You know, with Chamber you have a lot of options on the B site, like literally, you can abuse this off angle in like 3, 4, 5 different ways. In some of the rounds you can just hold this position, try to get a kill there. You can get up here from this position, try to surprise the enemies and kill them. You can just hold up the enemy straight up if they don't have any flash abilities or recon abilities. This position here you can also abuse in 3, 4, 5 different ways. We can hold this angle, try to get a kill. We can actually hide and try to get a kill on this position. We can play down below, hold an off angle such as this one, try to get a kill. Options are endless. Usually this spot should be like your secondary or third position, and your first position should be somewhere here, here, or here. Not okay, we're starting on A again. I don't know. Chances that enemies go A in this round is really, really low. Like, really low. Really low.
You want to play? Let's play.
Insta rotation. Insta rotation. You saw 2, 3 enemies on mid. Let's go. Like right now, you should be placing a trademark for the aim in area of the map. Right here, resetting the teleport, or don't reset it. We can maybe use it to fight the enemies in the art. And let's go.
That's a good spot.
Yes, fuck this chamber.
Art. Art's
love
pushing.
Nee, niemand houdt meer tegen. Ik ga het spel liever gewoon letterlijk. Ik maak geen eens grap. Oh.
Okay, we can literally play... This is identical to the third round that we played. And you should literally do the same things as you did in the third round.
So deze is nou waar ik niet.
That was sad. I'm not gonna lie. That was... Brother, you have the operator. You have the operator, like, you can just... You can just aim at her ass, you know? And just take an easy kill. Why do we need to hit the headshot? Ah. Ah.
No,
Funny thing is, he gets that that second kill.
Down A.
One dugout, one flowers.
Once again, you cannot hold this angle like this. Like basically, you want to hold this common position. Just a second. What rank is this? Platinum-ish diamondish, bro. I don't know. He is a peak diamond 3 player, like, but Platinum 1 to diamond 3. So,
30 seconds left.
you want to hold this angle here. You know that both enemies are on the bomb site. You don't want to hold it this close, because then if you miss a shot, or enemies double swing you, you're gonna spend more time on their screen as you're doing this. Just pull yourself far back towards this wall, hold the angle as tight as your reaction time allows you to hit a shot, place your crosshair for the furthest enemy swing. As soon as you take a shot, you take the knife in your hands, and you do a quick repositioning, like this. Even if you miss a shot, chances that you're gonna die is like below 10%. 10% is, I think, too much.
One enemy remaining.
It was dugout.
You don't need to hunt for this kill. The round is over. Don't die. Play on the contact of your teammates. And that's it. You have 30 HP and the operator.
Spike spotted A.
Okay. Okay.
Smoke komen.
Okay, can I ask, listen. We still have 3 more rounds until the end of this half. Why the fuck do you use your ultimate with the operator? Brother, you're not making clips for YouTube like Horkus. What if we lose this round? In the next round, you don't have money for the operator. What if you lose this round and the next round? Then you don't have money to buy for the last round. Like literally, if you just bought the operator and heavy shield in this round, in the next round, even if you lose this one, you have your ultimate. And the round after that, even if you lose the next round, you have money to buy, to full buy in the third round. You literally have money for the rest of this fucking match. For the rest of this half.
Ik neem geen kansen.
Would you expect a low Immortal player to learn from this VOD, or this basic stuff for Immortal lobby? A lot of Immortal players make the same mistakes. In terms of positioning, economy, in terms of the team play, like... basically, you know, when I'm doing these VOD reviews, below Immortal 3, it's almost the same shit. Almost the same shit. To be honest, like a lot of similar mistakes, a lot of similar problems. Like, yes, of course, you know, Iron player cannot compare to a Immortal 2 player, obviously, but you know, the problem of Valorant is that a lot of players rank up to Ascendant and Immortal purely based on one skill or mechanics, or just brute forcing their way up to Ascendant and Immortal. That's why the most amount of Hearthstone players are in Ascendant and Immortal. Like, I would argue that 80 to 90% of the players get stuck there. And they get stuck there because they get to Ascendant and Immortal by just abusing one thing. Or 2 things maximum. You know, maybe they're super good with mechanics. Maybe they're super good with positioning, for an example. Maybe they're super good with utility usage, but they're always lacking one or more of the skills that are important to move forward. Okay, nice blind shot. But also, listen, if you already decide to play this as your first position, you know, put a TP here. Why not? You know, like you instantly get a secondary, very good off angle to decimate the enemies again and again, and then you can escape CT to play with your teammates. But whatever, I mean, like, sure, you can play on this spot as well. Just when this position is smoked off and you have no pressure from your teammates from the backside, I mean, most of the players are gonna do this, and they're just gonna be ready for this type of a peek and clear you out. Also, I really don't know why in some of these later rounds, you noticed that enemy Reyna is using the flash here. You notice that Tejo is not really using his dog to clear the aim in. He's saving the dog for the push on the A side. But this is a really good moment of time to use this teleport and this type of a setup to potentially get some more aggressive and get a pick. Listen, when you're playing this angle, you cannot hyper-focus only on this position. You need to peek a bit wider. Because already, as you're holding this angle, enemies from this position see the tip of your gun. The tip of the operator. They know that you're there. And they can just swing you and pre-fire you and kill you. Like this Reyna, for an example. Angle perception advantage. Yeah, like, think about it. Like, that's something that you're really struggling with. Like, you're completely disregarding peeker's advantage and angle perception advantage. Like, you hold a common angle like this one. You just can't. You can't do this. You just can't. You need to pull away yourself from the wall and jiggle peek it in and out. You want to fight from this position. With operator, you cannot hold this angle. Because already here, enemies see your shoulder, they see tip of the gun. They can kill you. You need to primarily focus on killing those enemies here. You want to hold the enemy's peak through the aim and area of the map. You hold it like this.
Nee, oh.
Oh, ze zijn wel
Both
zijn.
Yes. Fuck, ik ben. Maar
Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky that we won that round, and now you actually have money for the next 2 rounds as well.
ik verwachtte natuurlijk dat ik op die toast aan ga
Let's
zitten.
dance.
Dit is gewoon letterlijk de battle of ops, bro.
Listen, in these rounds, okay, you wanna peek aggressively mid. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, fully.
Missile deployed.
I think the Tejo's rocket is gonna destroy our trademark right now.
Chill.
Oh, we got lucky by an inch. By an inch, bro.
No one in yet.
What the fuck?
Oké.
Moeilijk.
You lose information in an area of the map for more than 3 seconds. Re-clear that area of the map like an enemy will be there and can be there. So right now, an enemy can be
Okay.
right here. Right here. And you cannot clear it with a knife out.
I'm rotating now.
Reyna, wie weet me weer Reyna? Let's go.
You should be rotating right now. You know, always play on the information that you have at that moment of time. We know that enemies are going B, enemies got a kill in the B main area of the map. Like, yes, you should be rotating. You should not be holding this shit. And you should be playing here, getting ready to swing the enemies and kill them as they start scaling out onto the bomb site. And as I already mentioned, yes, you should be holding this angle for this potential lurk and flank, but in the same time, you need to position yourself in a way where if enemies are not going through this area of the map, and enemies are scaling into the bomb site, you can just still swing out and refrag your teammates and play with them on the B set as well. That was the only problem here. Like, the problem was not you holding this lurk and flank. You know, we don't know exactly where are all of the enemies. We don't know if they're faking, lurking, splitting. I have no idea what enemies are doing right now. But you always want to position in a way where you can hold an angle while still being able to support your teammates quickly enough if they decide to take some kind of a fight.
Nee, mijn muis gedisconnect. Echt net. My muis.
Hans!
Only me. This going B.
Also, your teleport resets, put it on the ground, and take a fight with a teleport. Wow! Nokia connecting people. Like, put this teleport, now take this fight. With Chamber, every single time when you die, without using a teleport, on both attackers and defender side, it is the moment of time where you could have done something better. Yes, there are certain moments in your gameplay where you cannot use that teleport when the information matters. You know, you're 1v1, enemy, you don't know where is the enemy know where are you at that moment of time. It's better not to give out your location by placing the trademark, by placing the teleport. But here, I mean, we're 3v3 defending the bomb site. Who the fuck cares if the enemies know where I am? They have a jet without the dash ability, Chamber with a TP, and Clove that used smokes. I just wanna get a free kill and get out. I don't know what your Clove is doing, literally, like, I just wanna... How are the controller players so dumb, man? Like, controller role is the most important role in Valorant. Like, the smokes can decide so many rounds and so many sequences in the game. Like, even if you're not a controller player, you should like, learn every smoke setup for every situation. It's so important. Like, here you should be telling your Clove, don't smoke B, man. Don't smoke anything. Let's just fight the enemies. I have the operator. What the fuck is this?
Like I never left. One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Chamber can also be on the right side, below the Tejo. Ah, it's just, sorry. Listen, in this 2v1, with such a low HP, your only job is to stay alive. Like, there's only 14 seconds on the clock, like, there is no way that Jet can get a kill on your Clove and plant the spike as well. Just stay alive, don't fight.
Last player standing.
Very good, very good.
10
Very good, very
seconds
good.
left.
Very good, very good. Very good, very good, very good. This should be a free kill.
Spike planted.
Oh, wait, let me tell you something. So, the enemy Jet knows that you have the operator somewhere here. Enemy Clove does a smoke here for the Jet to plant the spike. Do you think that that Jet is gonna push you like this, or she's gonna go back like a pussy and try to play a bit like reserved? Most of the times in these low elo lobbies, the Jet is just gonna do this. There's no way she's gonna have the confidence to cross into this area of the map in a 1v1. Like, all you have to do in this situation is just hold the smoke exit like this and be ready for that fight. It was a completely good gamble.
planted.
Nee.
Also, I really don't understand, like, why with Operator, you're consistently aiming at the enemy's head. Put your crosshair a bit lower, like, you know, you don't need to hit headshots.
Fuck is up.
We need to see this.
Ja.
Ik word helemaal gek.
Interesting fight. Also, keep in mind that shorty is a weapon. Like, in this situation, when you got smoked off, an enemy just still has time to plant the spike, it is totally fine for you to move in with a knife into this smoke, pull out the shorty, and fuck up the jet. You know, jet doesn't have the time to fake the spike plant. You have only 10 HP. Like, these are exactly the scenarios for which you actually buy the shorty and why you purchase this weapon.
Hij gaat.
Er komt testen.
Hey.
Na, 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 na. Oké.
Die is er dood, ja.
Ja, zo. Counter-circle is die Theo, bro.
Spike planted.
En hij bodyblokt me volledig.
I am not a circle.
Close, oh mijn god.
Not short rest. Teleport's ready.
Reloading.
Hoe gaan we ooit in deze
Last player standing.
Wat? Achter ja.
flank?
Okay. Okay. The only thing you could have done better in this round is you could have rotated a bit faster. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look, your Clove already got the info here. The enemies are pushing aim in area of the map. She also died. I don't know why you delayed your repositioning by 4 seconds.
Die is er dood, ja.
Like, these 4 to 5 seconds actually mattered a lot, because if you rotated immediately, you would have been able to play with your arena and maybe to refrag that motherfucker and do something about it. When you're holding this angle here with the operator and teleport, you should be moving a bit left and right. Like, basically, this angle, once again, you cannot really hold statically. Like, you need to hold it like this, like a bit left, a bit right, a bit left. Because when you hold it statically, like, once again, you're in a huge angle perception disadvantage. And there is a chance that enemies are gonna see your shoulder or the tip of your body before you see them. And they can just pre-fire you and kill you. Move a bit. You don't know, you don't need to make... I just go left, right, left, right. It's fine. Okay, defender side, generally speaking, you need to pay more attention to what your teammates are doing. You know, like basically, you make decisions on a defender side not only based on what you want to do and what the enemies are doing, but also what your teammates want to do. In a lot of games, especially in this like high, low elo and medium elo, you need to babysit a lot. Number 2, your initial positioning and setups can be better and more efficient. And number 3, some of these situations, you know, when you make a numbers advantage, when like you know exactly where the enemies are, you should be rotating a bit faster and positioning yourself in a way where you're not really keeping the map control. You're just fighting for information while still playing with your allies. And primarily focusing on the refray game rather than, you know, a map control. Now, on the attacker side of Pearl, like, your default side, number 1 priority is B. Number 2 priority A. Number 3 priority mid area of the map. In the first 4 to 6 rounds, you should persuade your teammates to do the 5-man executes on B and 5-man executes on A. Or 5-man splits on B and 5-man splits on A. Generally speaking, you don't need to fight for the mid area of the map early on. you should be testing how the enemies are going to respond to your executes and to the team play type of game. Now, what you want to abuse early on completely depends on the enemy's team composition. Like, if enemies have 0 hardcore sentinels, so Chamber and Vito are not the hardcore sentinels. Hardcore sentinels are Sage, I don't know, Vise, Killjoy, Cypher, Deadlock. So they have 0 hardcore sentinels. 3 rounds in a row, call for the 5-man push onto the A site, and in the 4th round we can change the pattern a bit after we apply the pressure, and maybe fake A go B, fake B go A, or just push the B site straight up. If enemies have 1 hardcore sentinel, 3 rounds in a row push B. If enemies have 2 or somehow more than 2 hardcore sentinel, I don't know, they have a Cypher, Sage, and Vise, which is quite impossible, but I don't know, 2 or more. In the first round, do the A split. 2 or 3 split through the art. Spike should go in the A main area of the map, and you should play with your teammates on mid. So in this match here, we can go for the 5-man push B. We can go for the 5-man push A. Enemies have quite a shit team composition to defend the 5-man executes. So we should try. We should try, like, stomping them through the choke points. I really don't know what the fuck your Tejo is doing. He is our only initiator, and we need him. Right now, you should tell your Tejo, brother, can you play with us? Can you please play with us in the B-man area of the map? Muchas gracias. How many kills he had? 12. What did we say? He had 12 kills on the half. We said, like, equal or above 11. Yes, sir. Let's make another prediction. Just a second. Okay, new prediction up in a minute. Bam. How many kills until the end of the game? Now, in this first round on the attacker side of Pearl, I mean, if you're a solo sentinel, you need to buy the trademark. That is non-negotiable. And if you're doing a 5-man push on B, trademark goes here. If you're doing a 5-man push on A, trademark goes here. If you're doing the A split, you can put the trademark here or here. If you're doing the B split, you can do the trademark here, here, or here. It really doesn't matter. Like, all 3 are fine. Like, so right now, since we're doing a 4-man push on B, we put the trademark here, and you have plenty of different options. You can go with 6 headhunters, if that is what you prefer. You can go with a ghost and 1 headhunter. You can go with a light shield and 2 headhunters and a classic pistol. You can also get a bandit, if bandit is your shtick. So it's really up to you. The best idea, if you're doing a 4-man push on B, just get 6 headhunters. Anyways, you're gonna fight mostly like in a medium range and long range fights.
En Theo is alweer aan het lurken.
Listen, whenever you're doing a 5-man push on B, your job is the following. You're jump spotting this angle for your teammates. You're patting like this, clearing this angle, and this angle, putting a teleport here, and scaling out with your allies. Either right or left to get onto this position as soon as possible to take the elbow control. When you're pushing A fast, your job is the following. You're running in front of your teammates, jump spotting this angle for them, jump spotting this angle for them, clearing this position, putting a teleport right here, and most of the times you just want to scale out into this position as fast as possible and fight with your teammates left and right. That's it. So 90% of times That's what you should be doing. Yo, not Quinn, well, man.
Bumps doing, yeah?
His mouse is, you know, try to make your mouse not disconnect in the first round if possible. And also tell your Tejo in the first round, if you're already playing against such a terrible team composition, to play with you. Our only initiator, our only recon ability is playing alone in mid. What the flipping fuck? This round! Just go, bro!
Nou, we moeten gewoon 2 teams spelen. Ja.
What is this, bro? Chat. Where do you see these smoke setups, bro? Like you're already platinum diamond, like who smokes like this? Where did you see this? Like in this round, in the first round, you can have like 2-3 different smoke setups, but you never smoke this. Like you can put a smoke here as a one-way smoke for the bridge, covering the bridge, covering the tower, and the second smoke you can put for the CT or for the elbow. But a deep smoke into tower and a shallow smoke for the elbow. You need to control your controllers. Please watch the Omen rank playbook on my Discord server. Learn every default smoke setup for every execute. It is mega important, even if you're not playing the controllers. Like, the only teammates that you need to truly micro-correct early on are just the smokers. Like, these type of smokes can cost you a lot. I think we're just gonna lose this round easily because of what Tejo did and because of this smoke setup. Or maybe not.
I'm 1 HP, I'm 1 HP.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, kijk uit. Het is een cheater. Flank.
Reloading.
Please, if you're, they actually won the round somehow.
I'm 1 HP, I'm 1 HP.
Please, if you're the sole sentinel in the team, you need to buy the trademark in the first round. Like, you need to cover up the flank and lurks.
Nee, ik ga het eens reageren.
Okay. Now, on a attacker side of Pearl, whenever enemies on a defender side are equal hull by bonus, just avoid this part of the map completely. Either do a 5-man push A, or a 5-man push B. Now, getting the outlaw, you should get the outlaw on the attacker side of Pearl only if your teammates want to push B in the first round. If they want to do anything else, get something else. Heavy Shield Stinger, Headhunter's trademark. Heavy Shield Spectre, Headhunter's trademark. Heavy Shield Bulldog, trademark. You know. But Outlaw, when your teammates want to go mid and A, I mean, you're not really going to fight any medium range or long range fights. So it's a bit of a risky reels type of a buy.
Weer op die autist.
Daarom mag je dat wel gaan doen met wat eigen bent. Dus.
Klopt.
You need to lead your teammates a bit more. Like, listen. If you want to have a higher chances of winning the first 4 rounds on the attacker side, at least tell your teammates on a macro level where they should go and what you should do. You give them some kind of a plan. Some kind of a plan is better than having no plan at all. And in low elo and medium elo, it is so easy to make basic plans to have higher chances of winning the rounds. So easy. Only from Immortal 3 to Radiant, like, things become a bit more complicated. So, Here. Tejo, don't go mid. I need your drone and rockets to execute the A site. Hey guys, let's go 5-man A, enemies are eco Halby. We can also do a 5-man B, which is far more unpredictable and better since enemies are playing an eco round.
Ja, dat is zo iemand.
You need a trademark as well. I don't know how the fuck we don't have a trademark in this round, and why did you even buy the outlaw?
Ja, kijk, die gast is weer alleen mid, bro. Ja, kijk, die gast is weer alleen.
This was a bit too much game, you know, baiting in my opinion. Okay, we cannot really connect with that neon, but already now you should be going out and taking the fights with a headhunter, not with the outlaw.
Mid, bro.
You know, if you need to peek out in such an open area of the map, it is much better if you peek out with the headhunters. You have, you know, you don't need to quick scope. You have 7 bullets to delete the enemies, like less gambling. Once again, like smoke setups from hell. So you're pushing A. Okay. Art smoke goes here. In this round, we should have the smoke for the flowers and smoke for the art. If you already smoked the dugout, you should be towards the enemies like this. You should not be looking like this, where the enemies can get from the dugout at the backside and fuck us up from 3 different positions. And you really need to start telling your only initiator to play with you. What the fuck is this Tejo doing, bro?
Nice.
Enemy spotted A. There. One enemy remaining.
Bro, can you take my sheriff and give it to me, please, for a bonus?
Reloading.
I'm really please.
Reloading.
Nou, niet me uitlaf. Maar,
Please.
deze Theo mag echt.
Okay, so we're now in the 3rd bonus round. You have 32 shield. You don't replenish it. 32 shield is more than enough to play a bonus round. We just get 2 headhunters, trademark, and a shorty. And what did you learn from the first 2 rounds? Like, basically, already in the first 2 to 4 rounds, you need to have an idea how you want to play the rest of this match. 5-man executes are working like a charm. Actually, we did 4-man executes without the Tejo, but if the Tejo connects with us, it's gonna be easy. Enemy chamber likes to play aggressively in the aiming area of the map with the teleport. We should expect that. Enemy's chamber also likes to go for the flank and lurk as well, so we need to have a trademark for the A-man or B-man choke points. Our Tejo is mentally disabled, and we need to tell the Tejo to play with the team if we're already doing the executes. I mean, the guy has 2 rocket stun and the only recon ability. We need that shit. There's no reason to split the map or fight for mid, since enemies did nothing special to defend the bomb sites. And with all of that info, 5-man push A again. Just to cut the pattern a bit, anyways, we have the bonus weapons. We have a Judge, Bucky, Spectre, Outlaw, and a Sheriff. We'll just have a much higher chance of winning this round if we go A.
Bro.
Hij gaat huilen omdat je. Dan gaat hij zo.
You never put a trademark there. Ever. Always put it right here. The reason is very simple. Like, you just don't know. You don't know, like, how this round is going to develop. You know, maybe we decide to end up on A side. And this trademark is not really good, you know, if we're going A. Maybe some enemy is going to decide to go through this position here. He is going to get tagged earlier. You'll get early information. Like, you don't need to put that deep trademark for A.
Als het moet, graag.
Also, in this round, fighting on mid and lurking through mid is just stupid. You have Outlaw. Is there even... Is there any better, like, area of the map where we can use this weapon Then B main and B long area the map of Pearl. No. So go B long.
Ga ik gewoon letterlijk hem in een hoekje.
Ja, en ik word teruggebeten. Rena flash niet. Hij kan...
Very good kill though.
Ja, en ik word teruggebeten. Rena flash niet. Hij kan...
Now listen, if you already want to take the fights with the enemies on mid, and you think you're gonna get these fights, just put a TP here, and then fight enemies. Always.
Maar dat is één micro-pain, dus pikken we up there.
Now listen. In ranked solo queue, whenever you exchange a few blows with the enemies, like you maybe get one kill on mid, you maybe like get one kill B main, one kill here, one kill there. You make some small numbers advantage, you know, 5v4, 4v3. You exchange a few blows with the enemies. Keep in mind that you applied a lot of the pressure onto the enemies. A lot of the pressure. Now with this numbers advantage, the smartest idea is to reset the round. Either towards A main or towards the B main. Enemies somehow need to fill this hole right here. Most of the players will just rotate towards that position. Some players will just try to take more space behind you. The worst thing that we can do in a round like this is just let our teammates scatter around the map. And let them do whatever the fuck they want. Or God forbid, we fight in the mid area of the map. Right now, hey guys, let's regroup A main and let's go A. Hey guys, let's regroup B main and let's go B. The best idea right now is to go A, together as 5. We have eco halberd weapons, Neon is low anyways, and we have a trademark for the A main push. Do you suggest using only scoped weapons on Chamber like Horcrux? No. Chamber is like... Chamber is the true John Wick of Valorant. You know, on this agent you should be using the shotguns, you should be using like snipers, Vandal, Phantom, Odin, whatever is gonna give you the highest chances of winning the round. Whatever, literally. You have the headhunters for medium, long range fights, you can get a shorty for close range fights, snipers for long range fights, Vandal, Phantom, Judge, like, it really depends on which side you're playing, which map you're playing, and you should be abusing whichever weapon will give you a numbers advantage or an easy kill in that specific round and match.
Gaat hij nog dronen? Gaat hij pieken? Die gaan gewoon weer snel.
This round can go terribly wrong now.
Nou, kan eerst gast.
Maar ik weet niet of er wel niet iemand is.
Gun here.
De achterbox.
Rena B volledig, ja.
Play with your teammates, man. You know, Headhunter is still a weapon. Shorty is still a weapon. Okay, you got that amazing kill on the enemy chamber. Very good that you were aware of that type of a peek. But now, your Reyna is running down the enemy Clove in the connector. Pull out the Headhunter, put the teleport behind yourself, and go. Play with the teammate. Don't let him die for nothing. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 bro. Let's go. Let's push that motherfucker.
Rena B volledig, ja.
Like, right now, just, you know. TP here. We go, bro.
Okay.
And not to mention, like, Arena had a judge. You push a bomb site only through the short area of the map. Your main focus is clearing the main area of the map for your teammates. You did this same play on a defender side as well. This is very dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. And I really don't understand, like, why you don't use the headhunters for these type of fights. I don't know if Tejo has a full shield or a heavy shield or no shield at all. Okay, in these type of fights, you need to pull out a headhunter. That's why that weapon exists. You have 8 bullets to hit a headshot. In these type of elos, like, you'll have a chance to use at least 3 bullets in these type of fights. 2 to 3 bullets. More than enough to kill this guy.
Left.
Better than using the outlaw and gambling 2 shots.
Ja.
Sis, for sabotaging the team.
Okay, so 3 of your teammates wanna go B. In an anti-eco round. You have the operator. Why are you going mid? Just put a trademark for the aim and push or in, you know, right here or here, and just play with them. And also, I don't know why you buy a operator in this round when the enemies are eco and Halbai. Get the Vandal, get the Heavy Shield, be ready to play with your Neon and Reyna. All of your teammates are hyper aggressive. I don't know. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
The frack, yeah.
I mean, the easiest way to win these anti-eco rounds on the attacker's side, in between Iron 1 and Immortal 2, is just play together. Play together towards an area of the map where enemies cannot shove up their shotguns and close-range weapons into your ass. And that's it. We have a Tejo 2 rockets, Tejo drone, Tejo stun, your teleport, Neon run and gun, Judge.
Wait, now I'm gonna do with you. I'm going now.
No reason to complicate this shit.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yo, Casual Gamer, thank you for the gift sub, man. Oh, muchas gracias!
Ja, maar
To Renata.
Theo is nog steeds niet mid. Lekker, bro.
Nou, ik ben zo.
Good reset on a teleport, love it.
Ik ga niet eens met deze gast mee pushen.
Both CT, both CT.
You were literally useless for 30 seconds and did nothing.
Ik ga gewoon proberen hem pick en mid te krijgen.
Yo, Mendo! Welcome stream, brother.
Klopt.
Go, go, go!
Okay, in this round, fighting on mid is fine. 2 reasons. We noticed in the full buy rounds that enemies like to peek art and mid. We also have 2 teammates that wanna push through mid. Okay, sure, we can do this. But if you already have this type of a setup, where you have 2 teammates in the A main, and 2 teammates going through mid, and you wanna play with them, put the teleport right here at the start. Put the TP here, so that you can use this teleport in the art as well. And you can play some kind of a fast rotation towards your teammates in main if they need your help as well. And to also fake your location a bit, and, you know, enemies don't really know where you teleported when you do this. Also, when it comes to the trademark, I mean, here it seems like we're gonna do some kind of an A split, improvised A split. We can put it here. We can put it here as well. We can, okay, not really there. Like, you want to make sure that you cover, like, the window, this and this position. So it's really up to you, to be honest.
Wat?
Go, man. Like, I mean, if 2 of your teammates are aggressively pushing aim in area of the map, we need to take more space in art and connect these 2 splits.
Ja, maar ze heeft geen
Fuck
kans.
Neon and Tejo are just fighting their own mental battles, to be honest. Like,
Dan verliezen we gewoon als hij niet kan spelen. Die...
I don't really know. I don't really understand, like, what happened to our teammates in this match. Like, why are we fighting 1 versus 9?
I mean, we zijn momenteel aan het winnen. Maar... En
Gotta go!
hij is zo slecht.
Fuck, ik heb geen ammo. Oh,
Ah, mijn team.
Now in a 3v3s, same as always, the best idea is to regroup towards some A main or B main area of the map and play with your team. Done. To be honest, like the best idea in this round is to regroup A main and push A. Two reasons. Reason number one, we just killed the enemy lurker on B. I am 90% certain that enemies are going to have at least 2 players on the B site right now. Reason number two, we have our trademark for the flank on A. So why not? You know, why not use that shit as well?
kom het eens mee.
Ik denk dat ik een beetje vast zit.
Once again, you're literally just wasting your time. Like, you should have just went towards your teammates and that's it. Because right now there's minimum. You know, there's definitely 2 enemies on the B site. 100%.
Ja, eentje flank.
So even if you get this kill, I don't know what your teammates are gonna do in the B main.
One flanking. Oh, he went back in main.
Push,
Kate,
push,
Kate,
push.
Reloading.
Maar
30
het is
seconds
oké,
left.
oké, als hij echt een miljard kills krijgt, prima, maar...
Listen, you're peeking through these smokes without any info. Where are the enemies? Pull out the headhunter. You cannot go for some, you know, you cannot go for quick scopes with the operator through these type of smokes if you don't have the info. Where are the enemies?
Doen we dat, nee.
This is mega dangerous, and most of the times it's not gonna work. But it's okay that you pull out the, you know, operator when you get the info.
Okay, behind.
Spike down B.
Backside.
You have no time.
Last
Your awareness is a bit like, I don't know what's happening. Like, you literally heard the Tejo killing your claw on the left side. We know that Chamber is probably not gonna be behind us because he aborted that mission long time ago.
Okay, behind.
player standing.
Nee, ja.
10 seconds left.
Waar is hij?
Safe, 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 safe.
Ja, gewoon safe.
Ja,
Pink ze liggen.
Crazy round.
gaan we gewoon beter voor een kill.
But especially like when the Chamber destroyed your trip and he went back, it was a really good idea to go back towards the A main area of the map and push A site. You know, like at that point, like enemies have a lot of information. Like Chamber cleared all of this area of the map. Enemies are probably not gonna fight from mid because they are 3v3. It was so obvious that enemies have at least 2 players on B site at the 40 seconds mark in this round. Like, you need to think a bit more like about these factors as when you're deciding what to do and where to go with your team when it comes to the mid round calls. Like, just put yourself in the enemy position. Like, ask yourself what info enemies have, what info enemies don't have, and what would you do, or what would your teammates do if you are presented in that specific situation? And then make a call out. And I really don't know like what you're searching for in this mid area of the map with the operator. I mean, only in 1 round enemies peaked art. That's not enough information. It's better if you right now, I guarantee to you, you can get a kill in the A main area of the map. Like, that is guaranteed. Why in every single round someone was aggressive in the enemy team in the A main? I can guarantee to you that you can get a kill in the doors as well. Tejo was always fighting someone that was peeking the doors. Put a TP here at the start of the round. Peek the doors and try to get a kill, you know, like in art or at the doors. But starting in the top mid window, I don't know.
Cypher
I mean, there is a chance that enemies might peek art, but much lower chances than the B-Link and then aim and peek.
will lurken.
En die schiet hier op mij. Oké.
Lekker.
Also, Breeze update. Tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about the Breeze, and I'm gonna be talking about the Bandit, Corrode, Haven, all of the changes. Tomorrow I'm updating the playbook. I already gathered a lot of stats from ranked solo queue. I think I reviewed in the last month like 50 VODs on Breeze, from Iron to Immortal 2, during the coaching. So, yeah, I think it's time to update the playbook.
Har du stuck iron?
I got spike.
Out the team stupid.
Can you entry?
Brother, what's happening with your headset and headphones? Like, how are you so unaware when it comes to sound?
There they are.
Use your util to clear the side
Yeah, wait.
for the first
Go
time.
ahead. Stand your
And I
ground.
ult himself off net.
These Tejo ultimates on both attack and defense. I didn't want to speak about them, but this is horrible. Like, you know, like usually with the Tejo's ultimate, you always want to send the enemies towards you to pressure them. Like, you know, a good Tejo's ultimate for B-main is this, obviously. You know, like a good Tejo's ultimate on the A side is why I cannot rotate this. Whatever, like just the opposite, you know, like towards you or left and right. The enemy Tejo, man, he just doesn't give a fuck, to be honest. Like the guy's using it however he wants.
Wat, ja. En Jet 17 Cheers, ja.
Like I never left.
That's not ready. Drone going out.
En nu gaan we de drone hebben. Nadat help
One
niet
enemy
nodig is.
remaining.
Unsuppressed.
Okay, we know that Chamber is the A player usually, but he can be anywhere, so we should just cover the positions that are not covered.
Klopt. Nou, wanneer ik dood ben alleen.
Right now, to be honest, like, you should just be holding the back, you know, a potential flank through the B main, and that's it. Anyways, you know, enemy Chamber did have the tendencies to flank and lurk, and whenever you notice that enemies have those tendencies, expect those type of plays.
Ja. Of enemy team bedoel, ja.
Very good.
Nog in leven. Lekker!
Okay.
Zie.
That works.
First time ever! Our teammates want to do the 5-man push on A. Just go. Just go. Like, this is what we have been waiting for this whole match. Chamber and Reyna are gonna play aggressively in A main. We can just fuck them up with the Neon ultimate and the Tejo drone. Let's go. You don't need to play mid now.
You want to play? Let's play.
Go! No! I knew this is gonna happen. You know, you had to jump spot these angles for your teammates, and then you would have baited out the Chamber shot. Your teammates would not be dead.
Wat? Oké.
Also, if you're pushing the aim and area of the map against enemies that love to play aggressively, tell your Tejo, brother, can you drone aim and area of the map? Like, these are the changes, and these are the callouts that you need to make if you want to have higher chance of winning these rounds.
Ja, die kloof van die tegenzitters zijn ook aan het daten, by the way.
I'll be a clove. 11.
I'm out of here.
This slow peek is a suicide against Chamber with a operator. We need to jump for this angle and then go for a peek.
Right side, no.
That's not ready.
Wat? Nee, dat kan niet.
Oh mijn god.
Ja, ik ben dood.
I win again. Teleport's ready.
One enemy remaining.
Interesting execute. I'm not gonna lie.
Spawn.
Your teleport resets. Pay attention on that shit and reset the trademark as well and just be done with this round.
My ultimate is ready. Enemy spotted. A. Locating target.
Nice close.
Teleport peak. Teleport peak. Like, so basically, like, you know the last enemy is here in the CT. Put the TP here. Let's take that fight. It's okay. You know, it's totally fine what you're doing as long as you have a teleport. Anyways, two of your teammates are applying the pressure here. You don't need to play with them. Even if they die, I highly doubt that enemy Jet is gonna expect that you're already behind her. When you're putting a trademark for the B, always put it like this. Make it a three-way trademark, you know? So the enemies cannot cross like in between the spawn, link, and B main.
It's a good spot.
We got a transition.
Chamber up.
En dan gaat hij mijn bodyblock worden, Vince.
Listen, how fast you should be scaling up depends on how fast your teammates are scaling up. So right now, you should just be running to connect with this neon, putting the TP there and getting ready to fuck up this Jet and Chamber on site.
He will be backside.
Chamber heeft geen op.
Chamber, bro.
Echt.
Dat is Jet.
Ah, lekker. We zijn hard gebait.
Well,
Nice one, Jalen.
If the site is not cleared, there is a chance for you and your teammates to take a fight with the enemies. Bait the plant first and take those fights. We know that Chamber right now is either in the elbow, maybe on this angle, CT, or link. We need to take that fight first before we plant the spike.
One is hitting.
So you should have been contributing to taking that kill, and then plant the spike.
Planted.
One more.
One enemy remaining.
I'm not gonna give comments on that one.
Ik moet even mijn KD vroegen.
Listen, if you wanna pick art and fight mid, like, it's okay, you know? If you have teammates in the aim area of the map, just do the... Just a second. If you have teammates in the aim area of the map, do this teleport. If you don't have any teammates here, do this teleport and actually here. And just take the mid control.
En ik ga bro, ja. En Rena beet me weer.
And I just don't understand, like, why when enemies are playing eco rounds, bonus rounds, we play default. I swear to God, in this specific match, if you just did different variations of the A and B executes together as 5, this match would already be over. Enemy team would not even get this one round that they got. And the rounds will be 10 times easier and faster.
Amen. Art.
Ooh. Yeah! Okay, we listen. If you already reveal your location to the enemies, it's 10 times better for you to reset yourself a bit, to put a teleport, and then take that fight. Even if you miss a bit of a timing on this Clove, you know, the Clove fully resets on the left, it's fine. You know, she has to fight you anyways, because your Clove is going out. And anyways, in this elo, like, let's be honest, like, players just see blood in their eyes. And this Clove will be fighting you until she dies. Every single time with chamber. When you die and you didn't use your teleport, you could have done something better.
Take down.
Gaan toch.
Flesje, ik loop met smoken.
Okay, this is a much better idea that I was talking about. Like, I just didn't understand, like, on this attacker side, why are you picking window on mid when your teammates are always fighting either B-Link, B-Min, or A-Min? Like, when you want to do a solo play with a chamber, and you get the operator on the attack, you want to fight in the area of the map where you have the info that enemies like to fight. Enemies picked art once, like one time, during this attacker side half. We don't, like, you're just wasting your time. Also in this round, I don't know why you're using a operator instead of your ultimate. Chamber's ultimate is objectively 10 times better than operator on the attacker's side.
Wait.
Okay. Yeah. They were always pushing A-Main. 3 kills. Muy bien.
That's a good spot.
One more right now.
Now listen. In this 4v2, fuck everything, bro. Like, pick up this trademark for the aim from the A-Main area of the map. Rotate B long. You have the operator play with your cover the flank for your teammates. Even if you're Neon and Reyna die, we have the Clove ultimate, we have your op, we cannot lose this round. Even if you fight 2 versus 2.
One enemy remaining.
Gotcha, fun. My turn.
One enemy remaining.
But okay, you know, once Reyna got a kill on the Clove, this was a good play.
Nee, was die timing.
Just when it comes to playing chamber, like, you pick up the operator on the attacker side when you see an opportunity to get some early free kills. You don't buy the blind operator just for the sake of playing operator on chamber. You get the operator once you notice that enemies are repetitive and they have some levels of repetition when it comes to positioning and peeking that you can actually abuse. Like, I think that you bought the op way too early on in a match, and in a lot of these rounds you're practically useless. And you would have been 10 times more useful if you actually had a Vandal or Phantom and just supporting your teammates, taking the space with your teammates, and you know, or maybe just holding these areas of the maps where enemies actually like to fight, such as B-Link and A-Main. Like, you get the op once you notice that level of repetitiveness. You know, enemies are always pushing A-Main over the map when you're hitting B set and mid. Sure. You know, get the operator and hold the A-Main and get a free kill. Your Tejo is dying from the B-Link. Get the operator, kill that B-Link guy. Enemies are eco hull by bonus on a defender's side. Just 5-man push A, 5-man push B. Like, enemies have shit team composition against 5-man executes. Dog shit. Same as yours on a defender's side as well. Just ours is a bit better because we have like Neon, and you know, objectively speaking, Neon can make more pressure than Jet with her stun and shotguns and stuff like that, and with the ultimate. So just on the attacker side, you need to find a bit better balance when you want to play alone, when you want to play with your team. A bit better balance when you want to play like with an operator, and when you actually want to play with the regular guns and stuff like that. Like, but in order for you to find a better balance, like, you need to pay more attention on enemies' positioning once again. You know, where are they playing? How are they playing there? What is the general economy on the map? Like, you know, are the enemies eco hull by bonus? Which weapon should I buy? You know, you bought Outlaw in a second round, and we were pushing A and mid. Get something else for these type of fights that is just better. But overall, like, you know, you understand like what are your macro and micro mistakes on chamber specifically. generally speaking, like, I feel that your decision making is like a main problem that we need to fix. Also, you need to read the game a bit more. Like, you need to be a bit more present. Like, you need to make your decisions based on some kind of an information. And that is the primary thing that we're gonna focus on for the next 2 to 3 months. Like, just fixing your overall awareness, fixing your reading of the game, and fixing your decision making through clip reviews, and that we're gonna do through private messages. So that's gonna be our main focus for the next 2 months. And chamber is not a problem. You know, agent is not a problem. Like, you play pretty well on a chamber. You know, you have a right idea, but not really the best decision making and then setups, which is quite easy to fix over with time. So we're definitely gonna stick with the chamber, as I already mentioned. You know, fuck the Cypher. When I watched your Cypher gameplay, like, you played. My brother never played with a team. Ever. The guy was playing way too passively. Like, you're good. You know, your mechanics are not bad. Like, you can stomp these idiots all the way up to Immortal 1. With a bit more cheesy playstyle, better team play, and better decision making. So yeah. Everything else we're gonna cover through private messages. As I said, like, this VOD review is gonna be a bit more, you know, a bit more like of a general VOD review. I need to keep some stuff away from you guys. For the second YouTube channel, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Join Discord server for coaching. You have a free giveaway right now, all the way until the Wednesday. And for you, Fady, Demon, my friend, like, we're gonna continue the talk through private messages. Thank you for watching, and see ya in the next one.